Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CappingTV's coverage of the ESEA Mountain Dew League in their 29th season. My name is Justin, aka Cyberwaste, and I do have a co-caster by the name of Chuck. How do you do, sir?
G'day guys, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing yourself?
I'm doing really well. We've come off the backs of one of the games for the opening night of the 29th season, and we're going to be bringing you a little bit of the next game. It's going to be a lot of games on deck for tonight. Next up, we have Exsto Gaming and Carnage going on, and they are starting off their campaigns as well. We'll be going to Mirage for this set, and we are waiting for everybody else to show up in the server. While we wait for that, we'll run through the starting lineups if you'd be so kind, Mr. Chuck.
Yes, so for Exto, we're going to be having Clutchy, Danny, there's Zexty, Regent, and Keto. And for Carnage, we have Maker, Chainswell, Vigilance, Chubster, and I'm not too sure on the fifth one. Gotta pull the page up, just find that out.
Yeah. It's actually is it Vexite?
Vex.
It is. Vexite. Oh, that's cool. Just think of Excite and make it a bit more vexed. And to bring everybody up to speed, we will be leaving the game momentarily. We will bring you results throughout the night, but at 9 p.m. we will be going to Order as they start their campaign against Visage. We'll be bringing that to you at 9 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. But in the meantime, we will have Exto and Carnage for you on your stream, and we're going to be fighting on Mirage, basically a map as old as time. But this is the CSGO map, isn't it?
Yeah, one of the most known maps around and fairly played, so it's exciting to see what we can see come out from here. Waiting for one more player and Carnage to join in. We kick it off.
Cool beans, and they are. As soon as all 10 end up into the server, we will go into the formalities like knife rounds, pistol rounds, talking about strats and things like that. Thus far in the Mountain Dew League, we have had only one game go live and through to completion, and that was the last match that was on stream, and that was the Sea Dogs getting the leg up over Formidable 16 rounds to 12 on Train, and that was a bit of a battle of whose CT side is stronger, and it just proved that the Sea Dogs were a little bit better on the day.
Yes, and looks like the last one will be joining in, so we will be kicking off momentarily. And should be an exciting game here. Haven't seen the lineup, this lineup from Exto yet. They did have a little bit of a change, so it's exciting to see what happens from this game.
An unproven entity and a potential to cause a bit of a ruckus in the Mountain Dew League tables in the forthcoming season. They will be marked as LF4org, or looking for org on the overlay for those that may be a little bit confused or wondering what on earth does that stand for. Well, that's what that stands for. They are the Exto Gaming Squad that are in the server now. All 10 are in. They just have to make the ready call, and we will be underway very shortly. And Carnage actually have a little bit of a history over their last 5 games. They've had a really rough time as of late. They've had 3 matches against Order, and 1 against Legacy, and 1 against Ground Zero, and now they add another one to their list. The game is about to go live. The side of Extra Gaming versus Carnage on Mirage, live on CappingTV, casted by myself, Cyberwaste, and Chuck. We're glad that you could join us.
Yeah, so kicking off with a knife round. Looks like Carnage have played on this map recently. They played twice against order on this map, but haven't quite taken it out. So it's exciting to see what happens here. Looks like Danny just prolonging this knife round longer than it needs to be right now.
And Danny's actually bringing it back. We'll get the final cut into the lens, and Criswell will die to Danny G's blade, and that will be the knife round and the power of choice to the side of Exto Gaming. And we will get this map underway. How on earth did Danny G actually do it? That was actually quite impressive.
Yeah, it was. Got that early on knife that got that instant kill. But yeah, so beautiful round. Beautiful knife round. We're going to be seeing Exto go on for the CT start. And looks like not going to go for... They do have one diffuser kit and a little bit of... just going to have decoys at one smoke. And it looks like Carnage haven't really bothered to... they've only got that one flashbang. And look at that. Valent's already pushing through, and Chainswell getting another kill onto Stingray. This is already... They've already pushed through and into Sniper's Nest. Bomb will go down and got control of A.
It'll be up to the side of Exo to actually try to breach it, and only Vexrite and Clutchy are the responders thus far. And actually, Vexrite will rip Maker's head clean off of his shoulders, so this is actually kind of doable for the side of Exo moving forward. But Valiance and Keto are being very formidable forces, and that will be shown by Vexrite going down, and Keto will sit Clutchy down, and that will be Carnage taking the opening pistol round, but it wasn't without a little bit of stiff resistance and a little bit of sweat being produced. A 3k for Valiance, as a matter of fact, on the attack, and a 2k for Vexrite.
Yeah, it did look like Exto could have taken that round off at the end. Both getting on that ramp area quite couldn't get their shots as early as they needed, so that was a round to Carnage. And Carnage already bought 3 AKs. Usually don't see that much of a buy straight up, and Molotov on that balcony. And they have a lot of firepower towards B right now.
They'd have a lot of angry CTs to deal with. They're all stacked here. They don't have anything on them, but still, the Death Squad could be coming together or being broken apart by Carnage. And Keto almost had a little bit of a brain fart moment by one of the Exo members sitting directly on top of him, but that was quickly averted. And not a terrorist did drop for the side of Carnage, and that is now the second round going to them. But the side of Exo, they're buying in. They're wanting to stop everything before it runs away.
Yeah, maybe just giving away that round quickly early on, just trying to get into the next one where they have more of a chance. 4 rifles, 1 SMG as they lead their rush out, and make it getting straight out, getting that kill. And that is a 4v4 as Vexite will go down. But I'm pretty sure he got 1 kill before he went down.
He did indeed get the trade off, but he was the only defender on the B side. It definitely showed the digits have been pushed in by Carnage. Now it's on to Exo to make their move. But Keto, if you keep an eye on him, is on the A side proper, and the side of Exo seem to have no idea. Even if Carnage holds strong, they'll have no idea Keto is coming, and both of the members from Shop will be turned into lunch meat. And Clutchy also did go down, so that was only Daddy G versus the entire Carnage squad that are up right now, and he's wanting no part of it. He's running away with the Clarion in his hands, and it looks like none of the Carnage members will end up engaging. So there's 1 rifle carried over, but in a blink and you miss it sort of round, Carnage will keep their momentum going and perhaps start a war machine of sorts. Carnage win 3 on the trot.
Yeah, so Carnage already taken 3 out. A lot of economy to deal with. They can lose a round and still buy up the next one. But Exto, not too well in the balance right now. They do have 1 Famous, but the rest on pistols. And Vexite doing just getting that kill, but will be refragged straight at Keto, pushing out on that balcony, has taken out, and look at that. Beautiful kills by Keto right there. And just a well-rounded good play by team. A little bit of damage done, taking out 2 of the members of Carnage. So, gonna see Exto go for a full buy here. All rifles, 1 AWP to mess around with.
They definitely don't want to mess around with it. It's an expensive bit of kit. It'll be on the back of Clutchy. Hopefully he will come in clutch moving forward. And, well, the side of Carnage, they're just going to keep doing aggression until Exo tells them to stop. For the looks of things, they're already spilling out onto the A side. Daiji will get one before Valiance will put him to the floor. And Clutchy, with the AWP, is running down the Carnage offense thus far. And that has dropped the bomb carrier. That was the Keto and Chubster against 4 members of Exto.
Yeah, not getting this jungle smoke down. Probably the downfall of that round is Stingray going to be taking out Chubster. Only Keto left, and Clutchy getting a nice 3k there with the AWP and showing that they aren't out for the fight. They're going to bring a fight back. And so, yeah, that's their first round on the board. And look, they've got 2 AKs now as well to play around with.
Yeah, well, put the AKs to good use. They are the one-hit kill weapon. You aim for the head, you pull the trigger, and they go splat. The side of Carnage setting up for a quick A executing. Danny G is definitely aware of this and will put the M4 right through Valiance, and that will leave the attack a little bit short-handed until the side of Carnage is able to reply. And Danny G, by the double stack, is still running rampant, and Rainer's chimed in as well. And Chriswell is the only member of Carnage to reply, and he and Keto will have to try and quell the CT defense. And well, on the side of Carnage, you don't really have a lot going for you. The bomb is down, it's out in the open, and Danny G is still running right all over you by taking out Keto. And Chriswell did end up taking the streak of Danny G and putting it to a halt, but that will be all he'll be able to muster. Clutchy will get the final frag of the round, and the gap is now 2 between Exto and Carnage.
Yes, so Carnage, not in the best place right now. They do force up a little bit of a buy here, leaving Chainswell only with a deagle, but the rest have AKs, and they're going for a B push. They're noticing that there is a lot of firepower towards A. They're putting a lot of players around that area and fast rotating, so maybe they're just changing things up, going towards that B push, but they have been fired off from that, so they're not going to get out there fast, and it looks like Exto might be getting a little bit suspicious. And there's Chubster getting that entry frag with Exto, and Danny getting 2 kills, and Exto getting another one. Maker, the only one left against 3, and there, Rain gets that final kill. 3-4. That gap is closing, and Carnage don't have anything really. They're going to have to eco this round.
They'll definitely have to cop one on the chin. Just look at it. They only have the highest that they have is 2,800 in the pockets of Chubster. Just judging for their buys, the pause that we have going on here, we do see a couple of CZs. So perhaps a small investment for a little bit of return, perhaps catching ACT unawares, or just perhaps wanting to try and take a site by brute force. We'll have to wait and see if Carnage will chip in for any utility, or they're just buying the pistols to keep the economy a little bit more together and make the Carnage members just sort of buy in a more uniform sort of state. They'll buy the same at the same time. And if you're Exto, you'd be laughing because of all the stuff that you've salvaged with the AKs and all the utility that you've picked up off of dead attackers. And even if Stingrays has to get a rifle drop to him, it's all good in the metaphorical hood for them.
Yes, so this pause still happening. And yeah, it's going to be a hard one for Carnage to pull this one around. It's just going to go for that save, wait up for the next round, trying to get some damage, knock a little bit out. Stingrays doesn't have a gun. yet, so you know what's happening here. But hopefully we'll kick things off in a sec.
Yes, perhaps this is either a technical or tactical pause. I'm not really made aware on what is going on in the server, but since we do know, we will make you aware, and we will bring you the next round that does transpire. As a brief reminder, this is the opening night of the Mountain Dew League of the 29th season, and you are on CappingTV. The producers tonight is you and me. My name is Justin, aka Cyberwest, and my co-caster is Chuck. Say hi, Chuck.
Hi. Sorry. Hi, how's it going?
That was meant to be the comedy sketch where you just say it in a real monochrome voice, like "Hi, how you doing?" And actually, that pause was that little break in speech was actually quite a good one, because the pause time did end up expiring. It might have sounded silly, but I found it funny. It looked like, and there it goes. We will. We have gotten word that we will be going to our advertised game very, very soon, which was tweeted out by the Order Org, and bring their opening match against Visage very shortly, as Rain will start a reign of terror of his own by taking out 2 members of Carnage.
Yes, so that's Clutchy, the only one lost for Exto right now. So gonna have Chainswell and Chubb as the only ones left. And Chainswell gonna be spotted out. Exto gonna get that kill, and Stingrays also gonna take Chubster out. And that's 4-4 each side.
And definitely not what they wanted either on the side of Carnage. They almost had to in the grand scheme, but a bit of a rough time for them. But now that's all past. They are all bought up, and we will be moving onward with an equal dose of firepower. We'll see a duel between Chriswell and Clutchy in the near future, hopefully. Hopefully both the Orps will go head to head. But now the pace is sort of slowed for the time being. A ton of smokes around mid in the short area to keep everything covered off for both sides to maneuver around as free as they choose.
Yeah, a little bit damage done to Maker right there. Down just below half. A very tight pixel peek by Clutchy. Just gonna get that information that there is a terrorist in that back of the apartments area. Gonna be spotting out. Rain getting a kill onto Valence. And that's gonna kick this round off. There's only 50 seconds left on the clock. There is a bit, looks like a stalemate. Not many people walking around the map. A lot of people holding angles, seeing who's going to poke out first and see what happens. And I'm excited to see when it all goes down.
If Danny G doesn't get back up soon, he could get collapsed upon if he doesn't hold strong, but he's doing good thus far, dropping Keto, but Chubster and Maker have come to the rescue, thinning out the defense. And now it's only Clutchy and Stingrays, and Clutchy have replied back oh so quickly, leaving Maker as the last left standing for Carnage. To his credit, though, the bomb is now down, and that's put the side of Exto on the attack. But it's only a matter of time before the engagement comes in, and Clutchy dropped in like Batman, and that will put Maker down and out, and Exto will take the lead.
Yes, so another round for Exto. Carnage gonna be able to buy up. No, they do have that full economy, so gonna be able to buy those AKs and what they want. Probably just gonna be all AKs happening here. Don't have the money for an AWP, so gonna see that what they do there. A little bit of fair bit of actually utility to play around with, and the Molotovs will go out to stop those fast pushes that we did see Carnage do a lot of. And there's a lot of them sitting in Palace as they flood out, and Rain gets a kill on to Valiance, but Valiance gets one kill off to Danny G. This is a 3v4. Stingray making this a 3v2.
And the defense is holding extremely strong thus far. To Carnage's strong suit, they do have the bomb on the back of Criswell, and Maker is clearing a bit more space, dropping the man of Stingrays. But Clutchy and the AWP will make Maker beat his Maker. And Criswell's the only person left standing, but does have the bomb down on the site and a body down in the form of Clutchy. But Vexite will say no more. He did come close to being put down, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And 22 HP is what saves Exto from losing the round, and they go up 6-4 after 10.
Yes, it looks like Exto winning this one out. This 6 rounds in a row, not going to give Carnage any more since they got those first 4 rounds. And once everyone got those rifles, they're just showing Exto are going to win. Just keep playing extremely well, as it looks like Carnage go towards this apartments area, maybe down to lowers. See what happens as the round continues.
Really early on now. We've only got 1 minute and 35 left. A lot of the T-Force of Carnage are already spilling out of apartments. Clutch has definitely got an eye on this and has sat Valiant down, saying, "Get off my property." He'll do the same to Keto. Will whiff one shot. The Stingray will be there to assist from short. We'll get one before he falls in the hands of Chubster. And Clutchy, being like a turret, protecting the B's side with a plum. The bomb is now down. Maker's basically in between a rock and a hard place, or a bench and a couple of walls. And it looks like this side of Extra is slowly closing in like sharks, and Clutchy will get the final frag. A 4K for him, and a huge round and a huge defense from the member of Exto.
Yeah, an amazing round for Clutchy then, just with those flicks with the AWP, getting 4 kills. Beautiful. And just the eco will grow a little bit more for Exto. They are losing a couple players each round, so the eco is probably not growing as much as they'd like to feel safe. But that doesn't really matter when they're facing Carnage only with pistols right now. Still have a little bit of a chance, but Exto must be feeling pretty confident right now.
Can't really blame them, especially with Clutchy having a lights out performance of 14 and 6 in 12. Make that 15. He'll claim another one on Criswell and Valiant and Chubster as well. Keto is the only member of Carnage to offer a rebuttal. Now Keto is all that stands for the side of Carnage. It looked like this pistol buy has just, well, it just basically had its wings clipped. It was most of the Desert Eagles. They did a little bit, but barely enough to warrant a bomb plant or a round win or anything that Carnage desired.
Yes, so only Keto left with the Deagle. He's got 1 kill so far. If he wants this round out, he's going to have to go get another 4, which is going to be very difficult only with that Deagle. And it looks like Clutchy's switching that AWP up for an AK. Looks like he might have tried to go think about getting aggressive there as Keto starts moving out of Palace, but gets spotched out by Clutchy. That is 2 rounds in a row that Clutchy has got a 4K right now.
He'd definitely be feeling himself right now, and a little bit of a victory nod of approval from Rain there. Definitely making note of Clutchy's current performance. On the back of those 2 4Ks, I want to make this a note. 18 and 6 in 13 rounds. That is absolutely insane. Keep an eye on the man. He will be causing a ruckus in many a server to come. But there is a pretty formidable buy for Carnage now. It could be the best chance in quite a while for the Carnage side to get an attack round off and perhaps try to shrink the gap, because if the Exto train keeps rolling, it's going to be a really tough time after the change.
Yeah, look at that. Clutchy running around the site. Started off on A, then went to B, back to mid. He's just running around looking for more kills. Where can he spot out and try and do a little bit more? But still, only tiny amount of damage done by a grenade onto Vexite. and it's in a little bit of a stalemate. People just not really pushing too many places. Minute left on the clock as Keto gets the very first kill. Take it out, Clutchy, right there. That is the AWP down. So they're feeling confident with that kill. That's a big one to take out.
Really heavy hitter, big drop to the grave, and you'd be feeling pretty confident moving forward because that guy that's been running amok all over our attacks, he's finally been quashed and put down. But Vexite has gotten something to say about that, has taken out 2 before giving up his life to Chubster. But the bomb is now down, and now Exto on the offensive, and both members, Danny G and Rain, are moving in from the shot position, and Criswell's far too wise to that, will bring Rain to a close, and it is Danny G versus Criswell, Keto, and Chubster.
Yeah, Danny G pushed a little bit too far out. Won't be able to go for a safe fallback as it's not planted for apartments as Keto has to try and get out there. He does bait it, won't do his stick in that, but it looks like Keto might be taken out. Nope, just quiet in time, just gets pulled out so he doesn't lose his gun.
That's good. A little bit later, and it would have been a weapon and body loss there to the explosion that still would have survived, still would have gone off, even if the round is won for the attacking terrorist side. We're going into round number 14, and despite all the round wins from Exto, their economic standing is looking pretty poor. They are bought up some, but they do have a little bit of a shortage of utility. For Mars on the back of Danny G, he probably would have wanted an M4. But Exto, they've done a lot more with a lot less. But now that Clutch has been taken out by Valiance, it's going to be a whole lot harder for this defense to actually hold.
Yeah, Clutchy early take out right there. Danny G sitting in a nice little passive angle will get the first kill. Keto refragging straight out. That's 2 down. Make it 3. Make it 4. There is only Vexite left on the clock. Maker just getting a beautiful spray transition. 2 headshots. Only Vexite left. CT Stairs getting 1 kill onto Maker. Just free-firing some angles as a grenade goes out. Only 7 HPs left, and he looks like he is going for a save.
He is far too weak to even try to contest this, so he's wanting to try to run away with his life, and Chubster will prevent him from doing any such thing. And the gap is now 2 going into the final round, and we could potentially see either a 9-6 or a 10-5, but based on the economic look of the side of Exto, goodness me, you'll be going right to the bottom of the change jar and buying whatever you can because they don't have a lot to show for it.
All right. So we are going on to the last round of the half. After this one, we will be swapping over to another game. This game will be going on CappingTV Channel 2. So if you want to continue watching this one, switch over to there. After this half, we will be going to a different one in a second. But we're going to finish this one out. It is a 3v3. Bomb will be going down. Looks like Clutchy still alive. They don't have much to play with. They got the UMP, the MP9, and a CZ against 2 AKs and an AWP. Clutchy getting a little bit of damage done. Not too much.
It should be noted, though, Danny G does have the kit on his back, and now it is Keto, who is the only person left standing, and Danny G will get the final frag of the first half and the bomb defusal, and that will leave the half at 9-6 in favor of Exto Gaming. And to reiterate what Chuck did say, we will continue this match on twitch.tv/CappingTV2 for those that want to keep tabs on this game. But momentarily, we will switch to Order Adversard.